Welcome back to the Hexagon Challenge. In today's episode, we have our first games in the African Champions League. We've obviously won Oceania, so we're moving on to number two out of 6 of our continental competitions. And we're playing Asco Dakara. They're a team from Togo. And so we did the transfer special. We obviously know what's going on. We know we're a little bit light in some areas. We have had an injury as well to Jabali, our centre mid, so he's gone out. That means Pereira's going to come in for his debut. And the rest of the team looks like this for our first leg against Asco Dakara. We've got Mamish making his debut in goal, a back four of Azi, Kachiche, Belaid and Koulibaly. Pereira, as we mentioned, making his debut, partner up with Salamani. Johan Lara on the right, Hamidi on the left, and Trabelsi and Angua up front. On the bench, we have Evangelou, Malmqvist, and that's it. Everyone else, obviously, is, those who making their debut, everyone else we are pretty familiar with. So we're all nice and fit for it. We did play some pretty big teams in pre-season, to be honest. I think we played like Valencia and stuff, so a little bit different. I would expect us to be winning this game pretty comfortably. We are, of course, at home for the first leg, where probably one of the better sides in Africa. Obviously, I think maybe a couple of the Egyptian sides are probably the top two, if we're being totally honest, in terms of quality. But we are probably just that second rung below. I think obviously there's maybe a couple of teams in South Africa that are maybe level with us. So definitely not a guarantee we're going to win the Champions League. It may take a couple of seasons, but I do think we are at a big enough club where we can win it. Hamidi obviously making his first start since signing permanently as well. We are without Diogo. Obviously he scored quite a lot of goals for us last year, a lot from headers and corners. So we'll see if anyone will replace his goals. We did get Belaid on like a load of goals last year as well. He took our penalties and he scored plenty from headers. We do have a VAR check quite early, and we have got a penalty nice and early as well. Number 17 to take it. It is going to be Belaid. He is our regular penalty taker, even though he's the centre-back. But he's very, very reliable, and he's scored again. He makes it 1-0. Zinedine Belaid makes it 1-0. And we are off to a flyer. So the way that the Champions League works in Africa is a little bit different. So there's a preliminary round, which is 2 legs. You then go into the first round, which is 2 legs. I don't know how the, how the draw is drawn, basically how the rounds are drawn. It's kind of just seems random. I don't know whether there's some seeding involved or nations or something like that. I thought we were getting another penalty, but it was actually this Belaid this time who handballed it. We do have a couple of players on yellow cards, that left-hand side, picking up a few yellow cards, which is a little bit interesting. I'm going to take a little sip out of my Stormtrooper. Oh, there we go. Kachiche, the 2 centre-backs, continuing where they did last season. Plenty of goals from centre-back, plenty of goals from set pieces, penalties. We don't need a goalkeeper. We don't need a striker who can score 20 a season. We only need centre-backs who can score 15 each. That's how we work. We're a very odd club, but we are 2-0 up, only 23 minutes in, so we're looking very good to getting through this preliminary round. There's no automatic qualification into the group. It's all everyone has to play these, so you never know. There could be a big team or two that do get knocked out. I think that we were in the Champions League last year, obviously before we'd arrived at the club, and the team got knocked out in the preliminary round by a team from Ivory Coast. So there's definitely no guarantee that just because you're a bigger nation, you'll definitely get through. But we're looking good for getting through now, and we have made it 3. And it's looking pretty comfortable. 24 minutes in, 3-0 up. Slimani gets his first for the season. But the way that the competition works, after you get through these first 2 kind of qualifying rounds, you go into a group with 4 teams. So there's a group of 4. Top 2 go through to the quarterfinals, and then it's semi-finals and final after that. Everything's 2 legs, even the final, which is mad. So it's a 2-legged final, which is crazy. I don't know if it runs until the end of the season. But if it does, where kind of the plan that we've kind of got for this season is to mostly focus on the Champions League. I don't think we'll probably show any or many league games or cup games really, because we've already won the league and the cup. So why do you want to see it again? Much more interesting to see us in the Champions League playing teams that you've not seen before. Angua gets his first of the season, makes it 4-0. It's looking very comfortable. One thing I did say in the previous episode was if we let's make a couple subs. Let's bring Mabea on. Gervais Mabea, forgot about him. He's also making his debut on the bench. He can play left back. We bought him from 250k from Ivory Coast. We'll also bring on, we don't really have a left winger. We'll put Trabelsi out on the wing. we'll bring Leandro Lopez on to play up front. So 4-0 going into half, and Mabea coming on for his debut, Lopez coming on for his first game of the season. But we did say in the last episode, if we absolutely levered them in the first leg, we'll just do the second leg off camera, and that is what's going to happen. But we will play the Super Cup on camera because it's a cup competition. It's something we've not been in before. Again, this team, Sahal, were in the Super Cup last year, but they actually lost that to, I think it was to Tunis. So just shows you how different things are in Tunisia since we took over. Trabelsi, Saber Trabelsi, didn't score up front, but he put him on the left-hand side, cuts inside, beautiful stuff on his right foot, makes it 5-0, and like I say, very comfortable. Don't think we need to do the second leg. The reason I'm drinking so much is at the time of recording, it is very warm. Why not water? I don't know. Fancy the Pepsi Max. Why not? When you're dieting, Pepsi Max is the way to go. Lovely stuff. So 5-0, 10 minutes to go. We are looking very good for qualification into the first round. I don't know I think it's already been drawn. And out of the two teams we could face, neither of them particularly scared me. So it does seem like a good chance we will get through to the group. And the good thing is, once you're out the group, you only have to win 3 more games to win the whole thing. So I think given that there's 2 legs for everything as well, we miss that banana slip. You know, the potential, getting beaten by a better side. I mean, our record at this club is unbelievable. Our record on this save is unbelievable. We've not even lost double figures of games yet. That's how good we've been. We just seem to win everywhere we go. Now, obviously, as we move up to better continents, I expect that to change. And speaking of other continents, I think my plan for the next continent after Africa, which we are getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. We only just won the first leg in the preliminary round. But if we were to win the Champions League this year in Africa, that would be 2 out of 6 done. And I think we'd have to start looking at Asia. I think that would be the next step. So good stuff. A nice solid win. I don't see us getting beat 6-0 in the second leg. So we will, or 5-0, sorry. So we will play that second leg off camera. But we will play the Super Cup in just a few days' time, actually. So for our second game of the episode, we are playing CSS Fax in the Super Cup. I actually said the name right this time. We're going with the same 11 who won the African Champions League game so comfortably. The only difference is Azzy is suspended for this game. For some reason, he's got a suspension. Must have picked it up in the cup final. So he's coming out. Evangelou, who is a centre-back by trade, but he can play right back in a pinch. And we are in that pinch. So he's going to come in for his debut on the right-hand side. He's obviously not fit. He's 32-year-old. He's not the quickest. So he's going to be a bit of a liability at right back, but hopefully the rest of the squad will be making up for it. Obviously, this is really the only domestic competition we still have to win. We've already won the league, we've already won the cup, so these must have finished maybe second in the league overall. I think they did, to be fair, in that playoff run, so that's probably how they've qualified for this. A little bit dodgy. I think if you win the league and the cup, you should just be awarded the Super Cup. Don't know if people would like that, but Pereira's still in because obviously Jabali is still injured, and to be fair, he did really well. So there's not really anything in me saying we have to go and replace him straight away. If he continues to play well, we may just keep him in there. Almost a calamity of errors at the CS goal, but thankfully, well, not thankfully, unthankfully, not thankfully. I don't know what the word is. Unfortunately, nothing came of it, but Trabelsi's done well to win the ball back. He's running through, and Trabelsi, what a goal. Saber Trabelsi does really well. Great pressing work. He's not naturally a pressing forward, but I've seen some good quality from him in the pressing move, and so I'm quite happy with him. He does make it 1-0, and we are that little bit closer to completing Tunisia, basically. Tunisia only has the 3 competitions, the Cup, the League, and the Super Cup, so this would be Tunisia completed, basically. So again, more reason to not show those games on camera. You don't need to see, and you're probably not interested in seeing us win, the Tunisian league over and over again. You just want to see us in the Champions League because that's basically the name of the game. Johan Lara gets his first goal of the season. Evangelou gets his first assist of the season. Lovely stuff. It's 2-0 after 6 minutes. We are the best team in Tunisia. I know in the season preview it doesn't show it, but I just think we must be. We must be the best team in Tunisia because we're just so good. And they've got Conte in midfield. Not that Conte. Not Kante, Conte. But I guess Kante was managed by Conte. Very confusing. Anyway, it's 2-0. Like I say, I think we're very, very good. Honestly, I've never had a save where the record is this strong. like we just don't lose games. This is across 3 different clubs, 2 different continents, 3 different leagues. Like we're just very, very good. Clearly, the 4-2-4 at this lower level is just unbeaten. Like it's just so good. Now, one thing I would say is we've walked into a pretty good club here. I think the fact that they were on such a poor run was just a coincidence. They're obviously a good club. What on earth has happened there? How we've got a goal out of that, I don't know. Johan Lara's swung it into absolutely no one. They've played it back into the path, and Angu has finished it off. He is a proper striker. I think if we do move to Asia, so every time we've kind of made that step up, I think the step up's been so big that I don't think the quality of player really makes that step up. So when we went from Tonga to New Zealand, the Tonga players just couldn't cut it in New Zealand. We brought one. He wasn't good enough. And then going from New Zealand to Tunisia, again, it was too big of a gap. We looked at bringing in some of the players from eastern suburbs, but they weren't good enough. However, what I am thinking is when we do go from Africa to Asia, if we go to like Korea or Japan, I think some of these could make the step up, especially ones like Angua, like Johan Lara, who are a bit younger and have got potential to get better. I mean, I want Angua to come with me all the way to the Champions League, the UEFA Champions League. Whether he can do that will just depend on how well he grows. But a good start, 3-1. We will probably just leave it as is. Everyone's doing quite well. No need to rock the boat, baby. Kachiche is on a yellow, so we'll probably take him off at some point. But other than that, we are doing well. They did score 1 goal late on in the half, but I'm not worried about it. Pereira gets the ball in midfield, looks for Lara down the right-hand side, and Vangalu, weirdly enough, not bursting his 9 pace down the right-hand side. Not sure about that. Clearly not a natural right-back, but there you go. Pereira loses the ball. It was a little bit sloppy from him, which is a black mark against his name. Hamidi does well to pick up the ball. Obviously, Hamidi, as far as I know, has always been a Sahel player because he was here on loan and we signed him on a permanent. It's a poor pass from him, to be fair, from Hamidi, and he's allowed the goalkeeper of the other team to just pick it straight up. This is a very long highlight and nothing's really come of it. Every time they go forward, we just knock it back, and Hamidi's got a lot of space to run into now. Can go himself, does go himself. Barakat Hamidi finishes it off. It's 4-1. We are so good. We are such a good side. He gets his first goal of the season, and there could be another. We've whipped it in, and it looks like it was a penalty. It looks like it was a push on Slimani from Nazraoui, the CS Facts. I don't think that's the Nazraoui we had. I think it's a different boy because I'm sure he went to France. But it was a push on him. It is a penalty, and it's a chance for Belaid to get another goal, 2-2. He wants to beat the record he scored last season. Unfortunately, this time it has been saved. It was a good save, to be fair. I don't think it was even a bad penalty. He's just saved it well. But we do whip in the corner, goes straight out for another corner. The weird thing with Football Manager, like when you get corner highlights, even if nothing comes of it, they're always going to show you the corner. I don't know why. It's like a weird little thing. But sometimes you think nothing's coming of it, and then you do get a goal. We are going to make a couple subs now, given that we've got the 3-goal lead, and we want to give game time to some players. So Mabea is going to come on. We will also bring Yahya on for Lara. We will bring Leandro Lopez on for Hamidi, move Trebelsi out wide again, and we'll bring Mbaye on for Pereira as well. Obviously, still part of the plans is Mbaye, but he's probably 4th choice now, which, to be fair, he's 31, so he's a little bit on the, not older side. He's only 31, but you know what I mean? He's getting on a bit, the Cameroonian, so he's not old, but in the football world, 31 is like, you're on the wrong side of the tracks by that point. You're only going to get worse. You're not really going to get better between 31 and... I mean, some players do, like, and that like Adaris or something. He got better in his old age, but it's pretty rare for players to start getting better in their 30s. So we've probably got the best of them right now. We'll make a final sub, why not? We'll bring Malmqvist on for his debut. Don't know if that went through, actually. Yahya stands over the corner. Not much has happened since we've made the subs, to be fair. We still do need to get some fitness into a lot of these boys. Evangelou plays it in. Evangelou on the corner. Oh, he's at the bar. The Greek centre-back hits the bar. Wow, that would have been some goal if Evangelou had done that. We'll bring Malmqvist on for Koulibaly. Again, he's not really a left-back, but we've had to improvise with our full-backs. We've had to basically just play the centre-backs there. So Malmqvist comes on for his debut. Obviously, he's only on loan from Copenhagen. Very good chance they'll be unhappy with his game time. So he'll probably get recalled in January. But That's it. 4-1 is the full-time score. We do lift the Super Cup. It's another trophy in the cabinet. We've got, I mean, our trophy to seasons record's got to be crazy. So we won 2 last season. We won 1 this season. So we're at least 1 for 1. Season before that, we won the New Zealand leagues. That was at least 1. I think we won the cup at least once or twice. I think we won the league in New Zealand only the once. We win the cup more than once? I can't remember. We won the league. We won the second division and the first division in Tonga. And I don't know if there was a cup in Tonga. I can't remember. I don't think there was a cup. So we may be on more than a trophy a season, but we've done very, very well. Another trophy in the bag. I mean, that's got to give us maybe potentially a reputation boost as well. We were 2 stars before today. Let's see where we are now. Now that we've won another trophy. Still just 2 stars. Are we on more than a trophy? We had 1, 2, 3. What's that? 3, 4. Yeah. Well, no, the Chatham Cup is a cup. Yeah. And we won the Champions League. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8. And we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we are on a trophy a season. Look at that. Only 1 season we didn't finish first. And that's because we took over mid-season. Brilliant stuff. I mean, this record is ridiculous. 124 wins and 145. It's almost like it's too easy, this game. But that's going to do it for now. There's a transfer coming, but we'll take a look at that off camera. So we will play the second leg off camera, and we'll come back probably, unless something goes really wrong in this game, we'll come back for the first round of the Champions League, which will pit us against either Enugu Rangers of Nigeria or Loto FC of Benin? I don't know how that's pronounced. My apologies. Loto Popo Football Club. What a name. Beninese Liga Earn. Brilliant stuff. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the Hexagon Challenge, and I'll see you all for more very soon.